is that government is now finalizing whether Corbevax or Covovax will be used as boosters. Decision on the use of these two new vaccines, which have got clearance recently, to be decided within days, is what NDTV is learning. Vishnu Som joins us for the very latest on this. Remember, we've been talking about how these two new vaccines will be a huge boost to India's vaccination process. Vishnu Som has all the details. Vishnu?
Well, the bottom line over here is that while it's welcome news that India has two new vaccines and a new drug cleared for anti-COVID use, how are these actually going to be rolled out, and in what context are they going to be used by millions across our country? Now, the answers to that we are getting a preliminary sense of. Our sources indicating to us that in the next couple of days, a decision will be taken on whether Corbevax, which is the biological E-designed vaccine, or Covovax, which is being manufactured by the Serum Institute of India, will be used as a booster. In other words, people who have two doses of, let's say, Covaxin, will they get a dose of either Corbevax or will they get a dose of Covovax? That's a decision which will need to be taken. Or similarly, if you've had two doses of Covaxin of Covishield, as 90% of the country has had, then will you get a booster shot of Corbevax or of Covovax, which have been released today for use? So that's a decision which is going to be taken. Secondly, both of these vaccines are also being looked very, very carefully for the use as pediatric vaccines, as children's vaccines, because in trials which have taken place, their efficacy and their safety, most importantly, in the context of children, has also been looked at. So a decision on whether these can also be rolled out as vaccines for children is something that is going to be considered. So what is the time period within which a decision will be taken? Our sources indicating to us that this is now a matter of days. Several meetings will need to be called, but there is a sense of haste given the Omicron situation around the world and increasingly in India as well. So these are a couple of important points. And the final point over here is how does India look at these vaccines? The basic answer is these are incredible additions to India's arsenal in fighting COVID-19. The rollout and its details coming up in a few days.
Vishnu, if they were to actually go ahead with these as boosters or a third shot as of this moment, what about the availability of these vaccines?
So in the context of Covovax, it's already being exported to Indonesia and the Philippines. It's been stocked by the Serum Institute of India in substantial numbers. As far as Corbevax is concerned, the government of India has already invested heavily in biological E for this particular vaccine and has already pre-ordered a large number of doses in millions. These will be rolled out. In the case of Corbevax, I'm slightly unclear about how soon the rollout would happen in numbers, but I assume it would not be a lengthy period of time. In the case of Covovax, since I have been able to inquire, the rollout would be possibly even faster, and given the fact that they've been stockpiling the vaccine, it shouldn't take very much time at all.